Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do the beer stuff here. Warwick Brewing. Warwick Farm Brewing. Hype Junior. Full disclosure, I've had this beer before. I had it at the brewery on draft because I went to Warwick Brewing. Haven't been there in a while. Actually, it's been a very long time since I've been there. They have a beautiful farm brewery now. Very nice place. Awesome food trucks. Awesome beers. Awesome spots. They have this beautiful kind of framed outdoor deck thing that you can go out to in the winter and all that fun stuff. Anyway, beautiful spot location, close to Doylestown, PA. So if you kind of draw like a line between like, what would be the best way? Like Easton to like Philly. It's kind of like right in between there. But I was meeting up with watcher of the channel, view to the channel, Ty, and a couple friends of mine, and we went there and ended up getting a bunch of beers. Hung out with the owner and brewer, gave us a tour, chatted it up, had a great time. So yeah, I'm gonna review this. Here we go. What do we have here? Hype Junior. It is a handcrafted brew farm Nelson Sauvin Nectaron Galaxy Citra 5.5% hazy session IPA brewed to bring the junior hype. Warwick Farm Brewing. No dates on the can, but came from brewery. It's fresh. And that's the thing. Like, I will sit here and I will bang and bang and bang and bang and bang on date codes because I think they're very, very crucial in the beer world. The one time I kind of just pump the brakes on it is when a place is brewery only beer. You know, because it's like, they do small batches, they run through beers. You're at the brewery already and kind of know when it was made, just from osmosis of being there, so it doesn't bother me as much when it's brewery-only brewery. Label-wise, not gonna lie to you, I love this. Old school Sharpie marker style graffiti. I can get down with that every time. They put a little modest crown on it, Hype Junior, you know. But something about just the art design in this, whoever did this, I'm a fan. Let's put it that way. Actually, did they mention who does the art in here? I know they mentioned while I was down there who their art designer is, but anyway, I dig on this can, and that's how you know it is not. That's how you know it's brewery only. There's no barcode on it. Anyway, so yeah, what do we have here? 5.5% haze. That's exactly what I want my Lowy BV haze to look like. Just that nice kind of pineapple juicy kind of glow to it. Doesn't come off ultra turbid. Index finger of a beautiful lacy white head on it. Look at that thing kind of come back when you give it a whirl. Definitely looks the part of what you want in low ABV haze. Let's get a nose. Yeah, that's nice. It doesn't come off super impactful. It comes off something bigger than what you'd expect, 5.5%. But I've had much more aggressive noses from lower ABV jams, but what I'm getting here is quite nice. Definitely tropical fruit leaning here. Definitely pineapple leaning here. Sure, you're going to get your stone fruit. You're going to get your citrus. It has the classic Citra Galaxy, and then your Nectaron Nelson Sauvin, so that you can dive in that little white grapiness if you want, little white peachiness if you want. But for me, it's a tropical fruit, pineapple kind of mixture that really comes to a head here. And a very not under ripened, but like not fully flushed out peak ripeness kind of fruitiness with a little bit of pithiness, a little bit of rindiness kind of floating around in there, at least aromatically, giving you this hint that there's gonna be a little precursor of bittering, maybe a little bit of green going on with it. It does come off as a really, really nice low ABV hazy, aromatically at least. Let's dive in. Cheers, y'all. That's delicious. I think I kind of like this more than when I had it on draft, to be honest with you. I'm several days removed from visiting the brewery, so it's not like I have this muscle memory from having the beer. I think it might have been the second beer I had in a day's worth of brewery trip. So it's not like I'm recalling stuff immediately, but it comes off a little bit more lush, a little bit more hashed out. And by that I mean, from what I'm not going to talk about what I think I might remember from having it on a draft. It just seems a little bit more electric in my brain for me. It has this beautiful combination, again, of that stone fruit, pineapple, but there definitely is this hefty kind of, tropical fruit, pineapple, but there's hefty stone fruit influence actually on the taste. There is a bittering here. It comes off a little generic, maybe slightly beester weedy kind of bitterness here, but much welcomed for that balance off of that, what I consider a relatively sweet beer for its ABV, but since it isn't like residual sugar sweetness under attenuated sugar sweetness in combination with having that bitterness, never even gets close to out of balance. And really is, honestly, just really ultra well done low ABV haze. It's going to be in the running, if not in that Mount Rushmore of what I consider the holy grail of haze, which is for me 5.5% and below. I would love to make it 4.5% or negative 8.5%, but it really seems like that 5.5% below is kind of where the wheelhouse of what really does me proper when it comes to low ABV haze. And this is definitely up there. Just that bursting at the seams of that combination of that tropical fruit and pineapple, and then toss in that hefty dose, that rich kind of, again, not fully ripened, but nice, beautiful kind of nectarine, kind of stone fruity kind of deliciousness. Nice mouthfeel. Again, not super lush or super full. Don't want that at 5.5%. Not going to be confused with thin. I dig this. I dig this quite a bit. This is really good stuff. And it has me ultra pumped for all the stuff. I mean, you know, I haven't been to the brewery since before they had this spot. I was just grab a couple cans and then get the F out. And I think I looked up my reviews when I was there, and I think I was there maybe a little less than 4 years ago. So now, with the combination of being around longer and the beers I had from them, I like quite a bit. And I was pumped to try a bunch of stuff. Luckily enough, Ty wanted a bunch of stuff, and I was like, just pick whatever you want, and we'll just split it down the middle. So we split cans on this, so I got one more of these to go through. And honestly, is like ultra top notch low ABV haze. Is it Mount Rushmore status for the 5.5% and below club? Yes, we're gonna put it on there. Maybe it's like a six face thing now when it comes to Mount Rushmore. I know I'm cheating when it comes to that, but you know, when I think of 5.5% and below, King should have F Mountains, Kane, Sneakbox, Falconer from Zigmeister, Baby Genius from Bissell. What else is super low ABV? I'm missing some, I know, but this is definitely worthy of being up there, so we're putting it up there. Valued availability, I actually don't know. Because we split stuff and I said pick whatever, and I think we got to kind of hook up on stuff, so I have zero clue. Let's do this, and this is probably unfair to Warwick, the size of the brewery they are and what they do, just brewery only. I want this to be $14 before we're back at maximum. I don't think it is. It's probably more than that, I assume, because of the size of the brewery, but you know, I'm getting Sneakbox and Falconer at $13 to $14 a 4-pack, so that's where I want this to live. Not saying that's what it is. I'm not going to bash them for it. Just hem and haw about it. But that's where I would like to be. And brewing only, and leave you with, if you like what we like this, if you are team low ABV haze, you will love this. I actually have quite a bit of hazies from them to do. I think almost everything I have is hazy sans one beer, but I think a bulk of them are in the 6% range. I think one is like 7, but then there's like middling 6, and then most of it's closer to 6 and 5. I think it might be a low ABV kind of Mount Rushmore just on its own. We'll see how this works out. We'll see how this hashes out. So there you go. Review in the books. Hopefully you enjoyed. Warwick Farm Brewing. Where are they located exactly? So you don't have to think about it. Jameson, PA. Like I said, close to Doylestown, if that makes sense for you. Relatively close to Second Newtown, not super far away from Imprint, not super far away from Philly. Lehigh Valley is close. Over in Jersey, Flemington. What else is close to there? Princeton's not super far. Pennington's not super far. So just give you a little geographic idea of that. So, yeah. Have you been to the brewery? Have you had their beers? Have you had this beer? What's your favorite beer from Warwick Farm? All that fun stuff down there. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a little bit of Hype Junior right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers, y'all.